Uh, we'll just do 400 reps straight with no rest in between. Right? Nice, easy pace. We should probably accomplish it within, I don't know, 30 minutes. No more than that. Hey, Allie Bird, welcome to the chat. What's up, Campbell? Okay, here we go. Time our duration, of course. Hey, Automotive, welcome to the chat. Anriel, greetings. Okay. First card is going to be a 10 on deck for the king. Hold on. I left my water out of reach. I got to get my water closer to me. There we go. Followed by a 2. Followed by a 7. Hey, American Dream. Anriel says, universe shows me how good it gets. Heck yeah, we're in the process right now. Chest is shredded. It gets shredded from this, the plank position. It does. 9 on deck. Followed by another 9. Yeah, the constant tension on the chest. Yeah, it's sort of constant tension. You know, we are lifting a hand up here and there. Three. Nine. Hey, Nathan, welcome to the chat. How to be beginner. Like completely beginner. Well, it's not the workout when you're a beginner. It's just being consistent with doing something achievable every day. That's what really matters. Keep coming back, you know what I mean? Hold yourself accountable to something every day. That's the beginning. 9 on deck is the next one. Queen, this will be 10. All the face cards will be 10. Let's see. Joker, this will be 10 as well. Hey, welcome Jilly to the chat. Just a nice casual pace. You know, it's not a race. It's a marathon, right? Jack, that will be 10 on deck. Followed by a 6. Steel toe boots? No, I don't like the steel toes. No. I specifically make sure I don't have steel toes when I get my boots. You know, if a log or something landed on your boots and you got steel toes, it just cuts your toes off. So I'd rather them just get smashed, right? Instead of cut off. 6 on deck. Hey, thanks for taking the time to subscribe. Next, we have a 2. Followed by an 8. Does intermediate fasting have any risks? I was thinking about starting it, but after looking online, there's studies that said it can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. No, you read that wrong. It's decreased the risk of cardiovascular disease. Yeah, you're mistaken. Here we go. Queen, that'll be 10. Nine is the next one. Ace, that will be 10. Pardon me while I sip my coffee. It's still the morning for me. This is like my second cup. Allie Bird. How's it going? It's going. 10 on deck. 4. Hey man, how to reduce fat at the hips and abs. Oh, well, unless you're getting liposuction, you really can't target specific area fat loss. You know, it's like how are you going to drain a pool from one area at a time? You don't, right? Just throw it in there, right? The whole body just drains how it naturally wants to. Once your eating habits are adjusted, that is. Four. It's like, how do you drain a pool from one side at a time? That's where I was going with that, right? You don't. You just throw the 3 on deck. Yeah, you just throw it in there, drain it. Like, I never intentionally tried to lose weight in my face, right? But it happened with my diet. I eventually lost weight in my face. You know, I was never aiming for that. Here we go. 10 on deck, and it's not like I could do any specific workouts to do that, right? All I had to do is change my diet and drain the lake. Right? Here we go. 10 on deck. King, that will be 10 on deck as well. Black Sun suggests he is what? A music connoisseur who likes the band Sublime. I also listened to a lot of Godsmack at the time too. You guys are funny. You guys, you know, you guys looking for racist things, you don't understand it. You are the racist ones who are looking for it. Isn't it funny how that works? Because it's only on your mind, right? It's not on anybody else's mind, but your mind. So that means you are the racist one. People, sometimes you need a mirror held up to you, right? Here we go. 10 on deck. You Stand Alone by Godsmack was your favorite PS2 Warrior game? Yeah. King. Yep. It had a pretty good riff to it, you know, when I was young and I was listening to it. You know, I don't listen to it nowadays. It's still a little too heavy for me. I really don't like any of the hard music. You know, it's just like, yeah, you know. Here we go. 10 on deck. Queen, that will be 10 on deck as well. Hey Norman, welcome to the chat. Thanks for the channel support, man. Says keep on keeping on. Will do, Norman. Absolutely. Six is the next one. Automotive says it's almost like living in eternity. Different environment breeds different traits, or something. Well, the environment dictates a lot. It does. It does. You ever hear of epigenetics? My brother was talking to me about it. He says that the environment that you're in triggers or turns on certain genetics. Like if your environment is all of a sudden doing 1,000 push-ups every day, right? Something's gonna happen, right? You're gonna go through a change. 6 on deck is the next one. Five. You know, when I first realized I can do 1,000 push-ups, I was doing them every day. You know, that became my environment, right? And my body adapted to that. 2. 3. So it's an interesting topic. 8 is the next one. The results speak for themselves. Yep, they sure do. And I ain't the first person to work out. A lot of you guys just don't work out. So you say it's impossible just because you don't do it. Here we go. 8 on deck. Ace, that will be 10. Well, sure, some of you work out, right? But I don't think you really realize what you're capable of. A lot of you guys just give up a little too early. Once you start feeling uncomfortable, right? You gotta learn to embrace the uncomfort, right? It's just a sensation, right? Here we go. 10 on deck. Let's see. What was your explanation and experience about using your body to work out in the system, despite when they made it illegal to use weights? Well, they didn't make it illegal. It's a policy. Policies are not law, right? They made a policy for no upper body workouts in the prison system. A lot of places do that, and some places don't, right? Some places I went to, they didn't care if you worked out your upper body. But there's this thing called the Zimmerman Act, where they're not allowed to bring in any new equipment. That, you know, what is there, and when it breaks, right? All the equipment gets phased out of the prison system. Yep. The Zimmerman Act, which I find crazy because working out is such mental, right, rehabilitation, right? If you're trying to rehabilitate these guys before sending them on the street, right, at least give them something to do positive, like work out. 10 on deck, right? So when when I was in places where they were enforcing the Zimmerman Act, right? No upper body workouts. You'd have to have a spotter. You'd have to have somebody watching out for you where the guard is so you can do your push-ups, right? And once he makes his rounds, it's time for your buddy to do his push-ups, right? And you just go back and forth like that. Doing pull-ups off the piping in the bathroom. King on deck, because you got to get your pull-ups in too. 10 on deck. And it felt like it was like my own personal rebellion, you know? Oh, you're telling me I can't work out? Oh, really? Let's see what happens there. You know, it was like my own personal rebellion. Well, I'm going to work out then. Right? Tell me I can't. Jack, this will be 10 on deck. And that brings us to this halfway point. This is the extra card I throw in the deck so we know when we get to the halfway point, like we're here right now. That means drink some water. Hey, Fiery Skills, welcome to the chat. 10 on deck. Five is the next one. This one might take us a while, guys. We're already 22 minutes into this. Boy, now I'm second guessing myself and what the end time's gonna be. I thought it would take us 30 minutes. I might have to rethink that now. Hey, D-Bird 0311, welcome to the chat. Says Jesse's always crushing it. Right back at you, man. Absolutely. There's not a day on this earth that you are not crushing it. 2 times a day, right? Putting in the work, the results speak for themselves. Seven on deck. If you guys don't know, D-Bird 0311 over here, he's a real one. Putting in the work, and the results speak for themselves. I've recently just listed a whole group of guys. I put them on my front page. Guys that I also watch that I just think are really positive. 8 on deck. So if you guys are interested in checking out other channels, check out D-Bird 0311 and everybody else that I posted. Right? They all seem pretty positive. 8 on deck. Four is the next one. Yeah, here we go. 4 on deck. Three is the next one. followed by a 4. Whew. Joker, this will be a 10. Now, what I like to do, guys, I'm not sure if any of you notice, but I like to tiptoe a little forward and a little back, just to really specifically target where I'm getting the pump on my chest. So I'll demonstrate that right now, but it helps me a lot in these progressions, specifically targeting where I want the pump by adjusting my toes, right? I get on my toes. Slightly adjust it until I get the pump right where I want it. You know what I mean? 4 is the next one. You got to control your breathing too. That's a big part of this. Six is the next one. Two. Seven. Jack, this will be 10. How far through the deck are we now? We're getting there. We're getting there. We've been at this for 27 minutes, 50 seconds. Can't be too much left. On deck. Hey, thanks for taking the time to subscribe. Anthony, welcome to the chat. Don't forget to check out the Discord, guys. It's the free community to keep you accountable. Right? A little bit of discipline doesn't hurt. 10 on deck. Ace, this will be 10 as well. Yes, I see you guys with your excuses. Why you say this is not possible for you without this or that. You guys are confused. You already have everything you need for this. Right here, right now. 10 on deck is the next one. Ace, this will be 10 as well. Yes, I am doing reps according to the deck. And how I'm counting them today, I will achieve just over 400 reps once this deck is through. We're already at 30 minutes. We have 10 on deck and a handful of cards left. It ain't that much. We're almost there. Five is the next one. Yeah, today is a medium intensity. When we're doing the higher intensity stuff, we'll do 1,000 at a time. But it's Wednesday, so it's medium intensity. 5 is the next. Followed by a 10. How to lose stomach fat? It's just your eating habits. Personally, well, what is stomach fat to begin with? What is it, right? It's stored up fat reserves to be used as energy supply, right? So how do you get into those energy supplies? You got to be in a calorie deficit for your body to even consider using those fat reserves. So eat more protein, less carbs. 10 on deck. Now, if you're skinny and you're trying to gain weight, it's reversed. Eat more carbs, less protein. 5 on deck. Jack, that will be 10. Queen, that will be 10 as well. Whew. Oh man, here we go. Seven is the next card. And we're at that last card, and I'm just gonna do it. It's 8 on deck. Whew. We completed that progression in 33 minutes, 33 seconds. Congratulations, 400 reps. Yeah, that was fun. For all the psychics out there in the community, do you want to guess a card? I guess it's not really guessing if you know what it is, right? Pick a card, any card, huh? How about this one? What is it? You know what it is. Sandra Ford says a 6. Allie Bird a 6. Sandra Ford a 7. Joshua a 9. Gravity Core an ace. Let's see. Boy, they're flying by. Can't even read them all. I'm just pulling it, guys. You ready? Here we go. This is the card. and you know what it is. There's a 5 on deck, right? Gotta do it. Sweet. Now we're gonna get into our 3 1 minute duration dead hangs, and then we're gonna get into our shoulder mobility with the sucker-free rubber band. If any of you guys need a sucker-free rubber band, hit me up at thesuckerfreestore.com and I'll send you over one this morning. Right? But let's get into these dead hangs first. Clean this place up a little bit. Got my camera light, so if you guys ever see that ring in my glasses, it's this thing. It's my lantern. All right, good enough. So we'll do 1 minute durations. Boy, I can't, my glasses just instantly fogged up. Here we go. So these are half-ass dead hangs, right? My feet are resting on the floor, right? I'm just focusing on decompressing my spine, right? Just getting a little relief from gravity. And I'll do 3 sets of this, 1 minute duration each. And it's good for grip strength as well. You know, if you really wanted to, you could go one-handed, right? Just go alternating. I like to do 3 counts, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Hold for 3, right? Let go for 3, hold for 3, let go for 3. That's how I did it when I was doing that 23-minute dead hang, where all the skin fell off my hands and I was dead hanging for 23 minutes. Hey, gravity core, I was doing it that way, you know, holding it for 3 seconds, then together for 3 seconds, then down for 3 seconds. That was the pattern that I used. Anti-fog. Yeah, I'm an anti-fog connoisseur, right? What helps the glass is anti-fog, man. That's such a problem, especially wearing goggles or something, you know what I mean? I heard just soapy water works really well. Just soapy water for anti-fog. Minute duration. Potatoes. What, for anti-fog? Boy, I don't know about that. I would think it'd smear up the lenses, wouldn't it? Whatever, I'll give it a try. It does mess up the lenses. Well, like I said, I'm looking for the best anti-fog there is. You know, when I look up, you know, DIY remedies, it's usually just soapy water, what it comes down to. I think it's shampoo. It's like baby shampoo, right? Shaving cream. Okay, 1 more minute duration. And then we're going to get on to the shoulder mobility. Boy, I am just soaked. These pants I'm wearing are drenched. How many tattoos? I honestly don't know. They all blend into one now. Okay, on to our shoulder mobility. So we've progressively overloaded this we started off in 3 minute durations and now we're up to 6 minute durations. I'm pretty happy with the progression of this. If you're just getting into the shoulder mobility, just know the first month is going to be very discouraging. Now, dish soap to the lenses and buff it out with a microfiber cloth. Nice. Dish soap and buff it out. I like it. That would work. I believe so. What about waterproofing? You guys like waterproofing? I'm always looking for like the best DIY solution to waterproof, like a good pair of boots or a jacket. Yeah, you know what I've come up with? Come up with a couple things. One works really good. If you take a tube of silicone and cut it with some paint thinner, right, to make a really diluted silicone, right, and you just paint that on, right? Like if it's boots, you heat the boots up and then you paint it on and the boots absorb it, right? The silicone solution. It's pretty epic. I also like to do that with wax, right? Like if you heat your boots up and then put wax on it, it'll just suck it up, right? Like a sponge. All right. 6 minute duration. I'm feeling pumped. I'm feeling pumped. All right, there we go. Let's see. Do you need a website, Jesse? I have a website. Check out the suckerfreestore.com and get yourself one of these rubber bands. Yep. I also have other websites too, like links to all the supplements that I take. I got links to, the Sucker Free mug and t-shirt that I wear, check it out, man. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Do I have a streaming schedule? Yeah, man. I mean, 5 a.m., 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday it's just 5 a.m. and then on Sunday it's members only workouts. So if you take the time to become a member, right, we get to work out on Sunday morning as well. Have a nice cup of coffee together. Let's see. How do you make the mug? Well, this one in my hand, I had my neighbor do, right? But as you can see, it ain't perfect, you know. It's a bit smudged, and it takes a lot of time to actually make the mugs and put it together. So I was making them, but I'm not making them myself anymore. I just use one of those Printify things at the moment. But I'd like to get back into making them, but it takes a lot of time and money. And sometimes I'll put all my time and money into it, and then they just sit there forever, right? Tying me up. So, you know, I'm just making my way the best that I can. Hey, what is up? Allie Bird, thank you so much for supporting this content. See, she just got gifted 5 memberships. And all these guys are now going to be able to work out with us come Sunday. Right? Members only workout. Plus they get access to all the previous archived live streams, right? And the chats within. What's up, Bingus? Welcome back. Hey, Gorilla, welcome to the chat. Don, Ramp, and Leslie, all welcome to members. Appreciate you guys. Welcome aboard. And don't forget to check out the free Discord, guys. Thank you, Allie Bird. Appreciate you supporting this content. Yeah, members only, Sunday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. UK time. Thank you, John Conway. Appreciate you. Han Steel Chomp says Bingus gets a gifted membership every month. Ah, the luck of the draw. Andriel says, John's on top of everything going on. Yes, this is not his first rodeo. John is a professional. Multitasker. Moderator. Working out at the same time. Boy, am I thirsty. All this coffee. I need to drink more water. I will momentarily. Now this is for shoulder mobility, but there are added benefits, like this area right here gets pumped too. Right? It exaggerates that line. And if I reduce the motion even more, like reduce the rep range, I could only work on that area, right? Like that. Like just get that pump and just stay within that rep range. Just exaggerating that pump. I feel it. Do I only eat lean foods? No, definitely not. I'm sort of on a bulk. I had macaroni and cheese for dinner last night with beef. and tomatoes, and it was yummy. And it's so delicious, man. I honestly want to eat it for breakfast. The leftovers. Macaroni and cheese leftovers, and I'll throw like a couple eggs in there, right? Throw some eggs in the macaroni and cheese leftovers. Just perfect. That's what's going to happen tonight. You know, because I'm gonna hold back from eating. I'm gonna hold back from eating until noon. And come noon, that's when I'm gonna have my leftover mac and cheese, crack a couple eggs in there. It's gonna be sweet. Yeah. All right, another 6 minutes. And honestly, I feel like my lats even got something out of that. Really. Pardon me, I gotta tighten up my belt. There we go. Gravity Core says, peace out, chat. Keep inspiring. Jesse, big respect. Thank you, Maz, for keeping the chat sucker free. Thank you, Gravity Core Fitness. Appreciate you being here. And I'll be sure to check you guys out on your live stream later in the day. I'm sure you'll be streaming. And everybody else, this is one of the guys I'm highlighting on my main page, you know, because I believe they're a very positive part of the fitness community, and I just want to highlight everybody, you know, pushing the positive. Check them out when you get a chance, please. All of us positive people, we got to stick together, you know what I mean? Just doesn't happen by accident. We got to put the work in. Sugar, bread, rice, the enemy. Red line knows what's up. All terrible stuff. But delicious, right? Delicious. I love bread. I could eat bread all day. I love bread. What do you work on the top part of your chest, pecs? Muscle, mind to muscle concentration. That's what you need to focus on, right? When you're doing the half rep range of motion, you can focus on where the pump is, right? Did you see how I stopped the, when I was doing those push-ups? I said, hey, look how I can tiptoe forward or tiptoe back to adjust the intensity where I want it on my pectoral, right? So I could do that, and I can do slight things too, like I can elevate my torso, like I could put my butt up in the air a little bit, and I can focus exactly where I want to have the tension on my chest, right? It's all about the mind and muscle concentration, right? When you're specifically trying to focus on an area. Now, like I could even do that with this rubber band. Let's say, okay, let's see, chest, right? I want to just feel it, right? Feel it, right? Like, there's a good pump right there. So now that I've achieved the pump where I want it, I'll just like rock in this area, right? Just focusing on this specific pump, right? I mean, that's all we're doing here. Jesse says, hey, cool, I was surprised at how hard it is to be positive, feel better. Yeah, I mean, it takes work to be sucker free, guys. It does. You know, you got to put the work in. It just doesn't happen, right? Right, these workouts that we do in the morning, you know, that's a good, you know, it's like sucker free prevention, right? we're sucker attack prevention. That's right. That's what it is. It's a sucker attack prevention, right? Clear your head with a nice workout first thing in the day. Boom, you're able to think clearly. You're able to go throughout the day a little better, right? Than if you didn't. Because otherwise you just wake up with all of yesterday's problems, right? Clouding your mental capacity, having sucker attacks first thing in the morning. A good workout clears that clutter. And then you can go about your day a little nicer. Fake it till you make it. Absolutely. I like that saying, fake it till you make it. Just pretend that you got your shit together, right? How would you go about your day if you had your shit together, right? And just step into those shoes. Fake it till you make it. Until it becomes a reality, you know what I mean? Any games, $2. Best workout without weights. Best? Well, it depends on your goal, honestly. Like, what's your goal? That's going to dictate the best. I think push-ups are a great start for anybody, you know, because like if you can't do a regular push-up, you know, off the ground level, right? You can do it off a bench or a table or even the wall itself. You could just push up against the wall, right, to start. And once you get good at that, then you do it on a tabletop. And then you get good at the tabletop, you bring it down to a bench level. You know, you get good at the bench level, then you bring it on the floor, right? Hey, Brittany said, welcome to the chat. Kev Bass, welcome to the chat. Southerner campaigning, what's up? Welcome to the chat. He says, plus you've already accomplished something before leaving the house. I think working out in the morning is just the bee's knees, right? Better than sliced bread. You know, you ramp up your metabolism right before you go out to the day. Carl May says, really enjoy your food posts. Thanks, Carl. Appreciate you taking the time to like that stuff. A lot of people ask me what I eat all the time, so I've been posting. I just take a picture of what I eat and I post it on my other YouTube page or my Discord or my Instagram or my Facebook. I post it everywhere, honestly. Let's see. Chronic lower back pain. What exercises do you suggest? Oh, you have chronic lower back pain? Hey, welcome to the club. I was hit by a car in 2001. You know, I got LS51 bulging disc, you know, crushing my sciatica, you know, so the nerve issue, you know, all that fun stuff that goes along with it. What really helped me a lot is stretching. Just stretch. Do dead hangs, stretch. Yeah. And it's like always a relief every time. And I'm like, why haven't I always been doing this? You know, it's like they tell you when you get hurt to do your stretches, and then we just don't do them, and then we're wondering why we're in pain, right? That's my thing, anyways. Because you look at these stretches that they give you, and you're like, this ain't gonna fix me. You know, it's this stupid couple of stretches. That's what I think, anyways. And then I do it, and boom, I feel great. You know what I mean? No, I'm just not. It's just, you got to take the time to recover yourself the best that you can. Stretch, eat anti-inflammatory foods. You know, when I got electrocuted by the power lines, I was hurting. Gravity Core Fitness, $2. Man, I thought you were out of here. You fooled me. Says, thank you, Jesse, leading the way. I'm just doing my part, man. You're all doing your part too, right? If you have the ability to help the next man, it becomes your responsibility to do so. If not, that, my friend, is like, in my opinion, the ultimate sin. You know, turning a blind eye from what you're capable of doing. And I see all you guys putting in the work, spreading the positive like it's your job. And you guys are making a change for the better, every single one of you. That's right. It takes a whole community to do so, and we're all sprinkled across this earth being positive together. You know, it's a big thing we're doing. Right? We're raising the vibration 100%. And that's the truth. Right? To truly be flexing, right, is just push the positive as hard as we can push it. That's truly flexing. Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for being here this morning. I like doing push-ups. I'm glad you guys like doing push-ups too. If you want to do some more push-ups later, we'll do another 400 just like we did it this morning. Right? Planked. It'll be fun. We'll do it at 5 p.m. Yep, Eastern Standard Time. And I'm looking forward to it. And in the meantime, if you guys need a sucker-free resistance band, hit me up. I'll send them out this morning, as long as you do it, you know, before noon. All right? Have a good one, guys. I'll see you later. Thank you. Peace.